Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Business on Joy News today. The minority in Parliament has disputed reports of new oil discovery in Ghana by exploration firm Aker Energy Ghana. Aker last week notified that it had completed its first appraisal drilling on the Picken field with a discovery of 550 million barrels of oil. That figure could potentially double as it continues with its drilling exercise. Now, that news was greeted with much excitement, but the minority is not enthused. Joining me in studio is parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku-Gakpo. So the minority claims it's not a new discovery. Aker has not said it's a new discovery. So where's this coming from?
So they're pointing to an article that was circulated by officials at the Ministry of Energy, which claimed in its first paragraph, this is sometime last week, that Ghana has yet again discovered large deposits of oil ready for commercial exploitation in what is described as a major oil discovery by the Norwegian company Aker Energy. And so, as you rightly indicated, the company itself hasn't said so, but that article from some government officials circulating sought to make that point, which is actually why the minority is.
And the minority is describing this as a missed opportunity. Why are they saying so?
So they dispute that, first of all, and give the timelines and indicate that as far as they are concerned, as far back as in the year 2013 is when the real discovery was made and the processes were to continue. On the point about a missed opportunity, the minority in its statement claims that GNPC originally had a 10% share in that particular block, but there was the opportunity for government to acquire another 10% stake using a company that was actually a subsidiary of GNPC, and that the process had gone through for parliamentary approval, and an amount of about $47 million had been approved in order for that to be invested in the project, more like getting additional shares to the tune of 10%, which would have meant GNPC would have had 20% stake in that block when exploration eventually begins. But when the NPP took over, they slowed the process, they refused to go ahead and invest in that. So instead of the 20%, government, and for that matter, GNPC now still has just the 10%. And they think with the exploration about beginning, if we had the 20%, Ghana would have made a lot more money from the 10% that it currently owns.
Are they making any other demands?
They're asking specifically for details from the GNPC. They're demanding answers on how come this opportunity was lost, and they're asking government to look at its plans and priorities as far as investments in some of these blocks are concerned.
All right, parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku-Gakpo with that update there. Now, the new owners of ECG Power Distribution Service have nominated Reverend William Hatton-Mensah as chief executive for the firm. Our sources say he is expected to take over from the current MD, engineer Samuel Boakye-Appiah, when the new owners formally take over the company from the 1st of February. Reverend Hatton-Mensah has over 20 years of experience in senior management positions at the Energy Ministry and the Electricity Company of Ghana. He also has over 30 years of experience in electrical engineering in the energy sector, and Reverend Hatton-Mensah was in 2014 reassigned to the Energy Ministry by President John Mahama after serving as MD of ECG for 2 years. Some aviation news now, and the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority is cautioning domestic airlines against uncompetitive pricing, which has the tendency to collapse the industry. This follows what has been described as ridiculously low prices by some carriers. Speaking to Joy Business, the director of the Civil Aviation Authority, Simon Aloti, said there was no cause for alarm yet, as they have had discussions with the said airline.
For us as the regulator, we want to ensure fair competition. In industry in general, we have anti-competitive strategies or predatory pricing, where a strong player could reduce prices to even below cost to kick out competitors, and once they are out, they collapse, then you have a monopoly, can go very high. But fortunately, we've engaged Africa World, and they've indicated to us that very few tickets are sold at that low price. Definitely 49 cities is below cost, but it's a way of whipping up enthusiasm, excitement about the operations. And they did indicate on the average about 1.6 or 1.7 seats are sold per flight. The aircraft takes about 50 passengers. So it's not that all tickets are being sold at 49 cities. That will be predatory, and the authority will not allow that. But so long as it's a promotion for a time, a way of, some could even offer a free ticket to everybody who buys a ticket on the first day of the month and so on. 1 or 2 years is acceptable in industry, but if it's for a lot of the seats on the flight, if it's for extremely long time, then we have cause to worry.
More business updates at the top of the hour on the marketplace with Emmanuel Abuajiri. Thanks for watching. Sports is up next with Baba Tando.